That, I think, is the death of marketing spark in MBAs. There is a cynical take that I have on MBAs in marketing. What I found in large companies is when you're a brand manager at the beginning of your marketing career, you're the person who's closest to the consumer. So you're the voice of the consumer. So, there is value that you can add. Despite the fact that all the creative work, your agency partners have been on the brand for longer than an average brand manager. So agency understands the brand as well or better than you. And your media planners have been on the brand for longer than the brand manager. So, media planning is outsourced. It's done by someone else and you just brief and judge the output. So your true role really is voice of the consumer. But as you go one level above a brand manager, now you have a brand manager reporting to you who's doing the job of doing the voice of the consumer. Media planning is still being done by someone. So is creative. So your job becomes how do you internally align everything in the organization to get stuff done. So you become a glorified project manager. And that, I think, is the death of marketing spark in MBAs. That it's difficult to get past that phase where, your prime job is coordination, which is not what MBA dreams are made of. And I think that's where a lot of falling off happens, where people tend to get disillusioned with that, especially in large companies with complex bureaucracies and hierarchies. It just gets tougher and tougher and tougher. And therefore, at least what I have found is a great way is to just land up in a different with a different consumer set and just spend some time learning about them, because it keeps you grounded and it keeps you in touch with reality rather than just get caught in delivering projects where most of the time we're just doing coordination. So I think MBAs are priced because these internal push-pull, MBAs are able to handle and get stuff done, and not so much for sometimes the analytical skill or creative skill you can bring to the table is less useful in a large hierarchy. It's very different in a startup where you have to do everything. You're the CEO, but you also make your own cup of tea. But in a large company, that's where I sense there's a period in between where people drop off.